Today's video is going to be one that I've been preparing for the longest time. I've picked 6 of my favorite tinted moisturizers this summer. If you're looking for something that's going to be super lightweight, that's going to give you a very skin-like finish, easy to apply, don't really require you to use any tools. Look no further, tinted moisturizers is the way to go. So, my name is Diego and let's get started. First, I just want to mention that, a lot of people are so stressed out about their makeup coming off in the middle of the day. The thing is, I feel like I need to emphasize something. It is completely normal if you get oily and if you blot with a piece of tissue like that. It is not a big deal if you see makeup staining the tissue a little bit, especially for somebody who has super oily skin like me. During the summer, personally, I believe that all base makeup needs to be set. However, what I don't accept is if my makeup becomes patchy in the middle of the day. That is where I'm going to draw the line. None of the tinted moisturizers that I'm going to be talking about today is going to have that issue. So the first product that I want to mention would be Glow Skin Beauty. I've come across their products on Sephora before. Their whole branding is clean beauty, skincare, and makeup in one. For example, this one is called the Sea Shield Anti-Pollution Moisture Tint. According to the brand, it is a 4-in-1. It's a moisturizer with SPF 30. It's also a primer and foundation at the same time. This one has gotten vitamin C, squalene. The texture is your typical moisturizer. What I like the most about this is that I can use this confidently on my bad skin days. It's packed with squalene, so it's super moisturizing. This one doesn't clean all my dry patches, which is fantastic. If I'm in a rush, I don't really have to think about it when I apply this. I have the color 3W, but I feel like maybe a shade darker would be nice. That's a mistake on my part, so you can absolutely just use your hands. I don't really like getting makeup all over my hands, so I use a sponge. As you can see, it gives you a super nice and glowy finish. Coverage is really sheer, it's super see-through and breathable. I usually apply a second layer on areas that I feel like needs a little bit more coverage. This is what I use today on the left side, and on the right side, I'm actually using their oil-free version. That one has niacinamide, so it's really oil controlling. It's got a moussey texture. It honestly looks like a pore minimizing primer. Even though I have super oily skin, I still prefer their regular version. Next would be these tinted hydrator from Wet n Wild. This one has been super popular, super affordable. I have it in the shade medium tan and light medium. The finish is really nice. However, the color is a different story. Light medium is too light for me and medium tan is too red. It oxidizes quite a bit. Once it oxidizes, it gets even more red. I have to mix the two to get my perfect shade. Fortunately, these are super affordable, so getting 2 wouldn't really break the bank. This one doesn't really have any fragrance. Oh, it smells like makeup. Next would be the tinted moisturizer from Green Lab. This one, need I say more? I've done videos after videos about it. What I love the most is that the color is a perfect match for me. It doesn't really look like I'm wearing anything. Coverage is very buildable. It smells like apple. You can use your hand or a sponge. It's in a really nice glass bottle with a pump. Honestly, I feel like a broken record talking about this product, so I'm gonna move on, but honorable mention. Next would be the NARS Tinted Moisturizer. This one, if you're not in China, I will highly recommend it to you. Reason being that the shades are so limited in China. I don't understand why. It has got a beautiful shade range, but they only imported the lightest 3 shades, which is such a shame. Shame on you. I had to get this from a Russian reseller. This is in the shade L3 Groland. If you're in the States or Canada, definitely go to Sephora and check this one out. This one also has SPF 30 with PA+++. This one looks really nice on me. However, I don't really like the packaging. For the price, give me a pump. This leaks really easily and I wouldn't really travel with this, so that's something that I want to mention. Next would be a CC cream. This one is the Arborian CC Red, correct? When you squeeze it out, it's green. It's color changing, so as you blend it out, it's gonna become a skin color. However, I do personally find this a little bit gray on me, so I definitely use it prior to applying my base makeup, instead of straight up using this just as my base. I've done that before, it's just not that flattering. Last but not least, Code 8. These I've done a dedicated review as well. These are definitely high-end. However, if I'm judging by the way it makes me look, I think it's worth the price. Personally, okay? It just gives you that expensive glow. Color selection is really weird. I had to mix the 2. These 2 shades are right next to each other, but I feel like there could be 5 shades in between of these shades. I had to mix the 2 to get my perfect shade. However, it's so expensive. It's just not really reasonable for me to recommend you to get 2 of these. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of the fragrance, so I just wish that Code 8 can put out a version that doesn't have the fragrance and also just give us more shades in the future. Alright, that is all for today's video. I know a lot of people want to see me do videos like this. This is going to be the first out of many that I'm going to be making in the future. I'm going to make a video talking about my favorite foundation, my favorite blushes, bronzers, everything. So if you want to see more of that content, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. My name is Diego. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you next time. Bye-bye.